Hi everyone, Mike Holmes here. This is the Know Your Reno podcast, where listeners will hear from experts from Improve Canada.
Hi, my name is Olga, and I'm the host of the Know Your Reno podcast at Improve Canada. And today in the studio, we have Frank from Canaroma, and he's going to tell us about how to create a spa-like bathroom in your own home.
Thank you, Olga, for inviting me. I'm one of the owners of Canaroma. We specialize in the bath tile and lighting business, and we've been in business for over 40 years.
Amazing. So someone who is undertaking, let's say they're undertaking a major bathroom renovation, you as the expert in your field, where would you start or how would you guide a consumer through that process?
Well, it takes time. You have to think it, you have to plan it, you have to do it, and everything takes time. You can't just jump into a project and say I want to renovate. You know what today's world is. Consumers are very well educated. It's not like it used to be 10 or 15 or 20 years ago. You have a thought process that the consumer has, and they look at a lot of the magazines, they look at a lot of showrooms, they look at a lot of the social media websites and whatnot, and they start creating also, I'd like to have this, I'd like to have that, I'd like to have this, I'd like to have that in my bathroom or in my kitchen when I'm doing a renovation. But today's world, what's happening is the designers in the home renovation and new construction are the people that control all the wealth of people spending money. So the designer basically is what the consumer goes to before they start doing these projects, okay, to create their spa-like bathrooms. If I'm ready to do my bathroom, or my wife is ready to start doing the bathroom, we call in a designer. We tell them what we like. We tell them what we see, and this is what we'd like to put into our bathroom. And what she creates after is a shop drawing so that you can see exactly what you're doing, and they're there with you, directing you right through the start, right through the finish of the project. It's not like you're left alone if you take this route. Some
Right.
people just go ahead and I want a toilet, I want a bathtub, I want this, I want that, and they slop it on, they call the contractor. And there's a lot of issues with contractors too that one has to be very careful because, you could have contractors that are reputable, and that's one of the things that are very important when you're doing a renovation is you should be able to talk to at least 3 or 4 good contractors that are qualified, and they're the ones that really are going to make a toilet look beautiful. They're going to make a bathtub look beautiful. They're going to make a vanity look beautiful if they install it properly. Look at their jobs. Look at their portfolio. Look at their reviews, because today the world revolves around reviews. If you have bad reviews, you shouldn't be using these contractors. So it's important. So I touched on the fact that your designer starts it, your contractor is the next step, and the consumer is always part of everything. And that's why in today's world, you people before they start spending 10, 15, 20, $100,000 to do a renovation, they use designers to take this project and turn it into from a dream to a reality. And that's really what this thing's all about.
So a designer acts like kind of the middle man between the consumer and the contractor, right? They make sure that the contractor is accurate to the original layout, to the original estimates and whatnot. Is that about right?
Exactly. That's exactly it. Now, that's one route. Some people just take it upon themselves to, I can be my designer, I can be my builder, I can do this, I can do that. And they might be successful too, but this is the route that is happening, and it's happening very much more so than ever before, because there's so much trust put in designers to help people create their dream bathroom or their spa-like bathroom.
I'm Mike Holmes. I've been trying to educate people on how to build it right, how to prioritize your renovations, and how to pick products and materials that will last. We love speaking to the Improve experts about how they are supporting the skilled trades. This is important to us, and it takes a whole community to stand behind the effort. Visit improvecanada.com to start your home improvement project the right way. Subscribe to the Know Your Reno podcast to learn more about how to renovate it right. And if you do see me at Improve Canada, please come by and say hi. Hope you enjoy the podcast and keep making it right.
You work a lot with designers. Are you seeing any particular trends that people are now drawn to? Maybe materials?
Yeah, you in the showers, for example, that's probably the nicest area within the bathroom that people are creating with the rainfall and the body sprays and the steam, that gives you the aromatherapy inside there, and people are that's the spa-like bathroom that people want. They also like the floating vanities, which are, in today's world, they come from the European background. The toilets, for example, they're ground toilets that you put on the ground. Conventionally, they're more wall-hung toilets that people are using more. They're so much more hygienic, easier to clean, and that's what people are using much more and more as they build new homes and they renovate. Also, the towel warmers are also very useful in a bathroom. People are using much more towel warmers. They're also when the heated floors, for example, instead of walking on a cold ceramic tile floor or porcelain floor, you got the actual heated floors that it makes the floor nice and cozy and warm, so that when you're in your bare feet or just walking in a bathroom after a shower or whatever, you're very comfortable inside.
So basically, the idea is to kind of get everything off of the floor, right? That way, you're also incorporating that sort of minimalistic, very clean design.
Exactly.
You're hanging things on the walls. What
Exactly.
about as far as materials? Are we seeing? I know we're seeing a lot more large format tile.
Yeah, one of the main reasons why it's going into the large format is the fact that, the grout lines, for example, that one puts with tiles with a 12 by 12, a 14 by 14, or an 8 by 12. Used to see so many grout joints. Now, you have a 24 by 48 inch tile, and it grows to 3 feet by 3 feet. It also goes to the slabs, which we do. That's an area that's growing tremendously right now in the bathrooms, in the homes, and in commercial areas. It's the norm right now. And slabs, you can get them 4 feet by 8 feet. You can get them 5 feet by 10 feet. And what's beautiful about slabs is that it mimics the look of granite and marble. And granite and marble, is natural stone. And natural stone needs attention to detail. It needs attention to cleanliness. It needs attention to, you have to polish it and clean it every 2 years, 3 years. Whereas porcelain, it's no maintenance. And that's why it's becoming more and more popular.
Yeah, absolutely. I just, for a second there imagined a marble bathroom and all of that upkeep. And, marble is so fickle and you have to constantly polish it and constantly clean it, and the water stains on that. So I completely understand why people would be gravitating.
And it's also very expensive, the marble, natural stone, marble and granite. Whereas in today's world of the porcelain tile, I have a lot of friends that are in the industry that produce it, like the actual manufacturers that we import from Italy and Spain and Germany, and it's the cost of a slab versus the cost of natural stone. There's a big difference, probably in some cases 30-40% cheaper, but you gain the look of, you put it side by side, you go, wow, is that marble, is that granite? No, it's porcelain.
You get the look, and you get the no maintenance, and you get
and
it
the price.
Yeah, within your budget. Absolutely. Are you seeing any other emerging trends, maybe products that are now popping up on the market?
In the shower, that's probably the main focal point of a spa-like bathroom that people like to create, where you have all the bells and whistles inside. Number one, you have the beautiful rain heads that you can get today, rain heads that are 2 feet by 2 feet, 2 feet by 4 feet, his and hers type of thing that you can, bathe and shower within the same place. And also your body sprays that, that can hit you from all different areas, and people are going to that even much more now. And then, you have the beautiful porcelain tiles that are all around you that are there, and heated towel bars that you have your towels that are hanging from there, and you use it once you get out, so you're nice and cozy when you're finished with your showering and bathing. Also, what's trending more so than what it used to be is freestanding bathtubs. Freestanding bathtubs is every spa-like bathroom has it. It becomes another focal point within the bathroom that people like to put inside. In a world that is always full of surprises and issues, but at least when you're in your bathroom, you can enjoy yourself with all the bells and whistles, and I call them the toys. You want to have all the nice toys that you have, because let's face it, in today's world, we our home is our castle, and you want to be able to live in it and relax in it and enjoy it, you and your family.
Absolutely, especially now that we are spending so much more time at home. Is there a layout that you feel people are gravitating towards?
What people are doing, uh, especially the empty nesters, like the kids have grown up, and it's husband and wife that are living at home, and what they're doing is they're taking a bathroom and turning it into a bigger bathroom, and being able to put in a lot of these products that'll give them that comfort within. And even to the point in Europe, what they're doing is they're doing an open concept bathroom where they have the bedroom and they have the spa-like bathroom, and it all interrelates and interconnects all together. So it's I don't think it's there yet for us here yet, but it's coming. It's coming too.
Do you also maybe have any tips about budgeting for a renovation like this? Could we even ballpark something like that? I know, of course, it's so individual.
Well, what you try to do is, you ask the simple question: is what's your budget? Like, what do you want to spend for fixtures? What do you spend for installation? And they may say, "Look, I have an endless budget, or I have $50,000. I have $40,000." Well, as long as we have a number that we can start working with, we have in our offering, we have low, mid, high, and luxury product that people can buy. Again, all quality, depending on the category. And based on that, what we do is we see what the shopping list is for a client when they come into the showroom, and we put it together. And we don't do the contracting, which is the installation, but usually the norm is it's probably 1.5 times for the installation. So if you're spending, let's say, 20 grand for fixtures to do the whole ensemble, your installation is going to be probably another 25 to $30,000. So that bathroom that you're putting together could be around $50,000. But again, it takes at least one or two or three visits before a project is complete with the client, the designer, and the contractor to come to fruition. And also, that contractor has to come to the consumer's home or the user's home and see what exactly is, because sometimes, I have a toilet here, I have a tub there, but I want to take that away. I want to put it in another area in order to make the flow of the bathroom work properly. So that's why a contractor has to come and take a look at it and give them a price.
Right. And I imagine probably things like moving plumbing and all of that takes a role. Like you said, if you want to move a toilet from
Yeah.
one place to another, it's not as easy as just picking it up and moving it.
No, you have to have professionals to do all that, and you get what you put into anything, and quality is always the best solution to everything, because quality will always last.
Yeah, but it seems like, you can have a spa like Oasis bathroom at a multitude of budgets, right? You don't necessarily have to shell out $200,000 right off the bat.
No. Sometimes there's faucets that look similar. A $2,000 faucet, you have a faucet that looks $300 faucet. So it's a matter of the salespeople that know your budget and can give you an actual takeoff to give you what you're looking for. Because if you come in and say, I want to spend $10,000, and we put together a package that's $40,000, you're going to say, well, it's too expensive.
Yeah.
Whereas if you have a $10,000 budget and we come back to you and say, well, here's $7,000, and you're getting all the 10, 12 pieces that you need inside there, it's going to look beautiful.
And you're going to be happy because now
Of
you
course.
have $3,000 for all of your essential oils.
Of course, of course, of course.
Do you have suggestions for consumers as far as maybe timelines, especially right now? I know we're exiting COVID-19.
Yeah,
I know it's a touchy subject.
Time is money, money is time. There's such a pepped up demand for building and also new, renovation, because people have not been traveling a lot, and they're at home, and they're spending much more time looking at home and saying, that bathroom we wanted to do, let's do it, or that kitchen we wanted to do, let's do it. So it is a little bit more pressing. Also, the supply chain issue has also been a factor in getting product, and that's one thing that people are faced with, and sometimes a client comes in and we tell them, look, because there's supply chain shortage, you may choose this faucet, but you might have to have an alternative if this faucet is not available, and choose this other one. So they're getting 2 and 3 other options available. We've been fortunate enough, especially during COVID and whatnot, even our supply chain, especially product coming in from Europe, we haven't been hurt as much as China and whatnot has been affected tremendously because of the high freight costs and the backlog in the ports and so on and so forth. So those are factors on the material side. The factor on the installation side, you have the contractors that the good ones will say, I can't do your job until 3 months from now, 4 months from now. That's why I said before in the beginning, it's so important to look at their Google reviews and understand who's going to come into your home, because they're going to be in there for at least a month and a half doing the work, and you don't want them to stay there forever. You want them to come in and go out, but and do the job correctly within the proper time frame of what's going on. So it's so important that on the contracting side, you find the right people to do the work,
Absolutely. And it sounds like, you should plan early. You should stay flexible,
Yeah.
especially if you have a really big project in mind.
Exactly. The one thing you got to remember when you're doing a renovation, there's people, strangers coming into your home, and you have to give it the time of day in order to make it work. And you can't expect things to happen overnight. And there's people get nervous, they get frustrated, they get upset, and it's dealing with the right companies, either be it on the contractual side or the product side, that you need to, customer has to have that experience. They have to feel good. The same thing goes for the contractor. They don't want to hear that it's going to take an extra week or 2 or 3. Like you told me, it's going to take 6 weeks. Now, why are we getting into 8 weeks and 10 weeks? Like, that's where the frustrations comes in. So it's important that the consumer, does their homework, takes their time, even if it takes them an extra 3-4 weeks to get all the pieces in place. But at the end of the day, they're in control. They should be in control of their destiny, on buying the product and also having the installers do the installation.
Well, thank you so much for joining us today, Frank. If anyone
Pleasure.
wants to get in contact with Canaroma, you can visit them at Improve Canada, and there will be all of the information, all the contact information in the description and the show notes. So if people do want to create their own spa like Oasis at home, they'll definitely come and visit you.
It's a pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you for joining us for this episode of Know Your Reno. If you would like to get in touch with today's speaker or any of our large number of showrooms at Improve Canada, please check the description for a link to book an appointment with us at Canada's largest home improvement center. Don't forget to keep in touch with us on our socials, and we will see you next week for another value-packed episode to make your next home renovation a breeze.